let me make another point because, and not that you, well, go ahead and pull my graphic up again, or do you want me to
Yeah.
reshare
No,
it?
I got you. I can do it. I'm learning these freaking tools, baby. I know how to use Restream.
Okay, so if we looked at the, it's very good. If we looked at the top two lines, right?
Yeah.
And if you'll correct for my scribbling, the top line is one dimension, right?
Sure.
And it has a length in one dimension that we can measure. Now the second line, would you call it one dimension or two dimension?
The squiggly one, not the
Yeah.
wave. The wave.
The wave. Is it one dimension or is it two dimensions?
I'd probably say it's two dimensions.
Well, two dimensions is this square. And you can measure a distance. You can traverse this squiggle and you can get a one-dimensional distance on it, right? If you were to map a formula along this line, it would have the characteristics. Your formula would be X and Y. It would have two dimensions, but you could plot it in one dimension. And my point is that this is actually a fractional dimension.
Oh,
Well,
now I feel less bad getting it wrong.
Yeah, no problem. This is 1.35, right? This is a 1.35 dimension. And how are we going to call it 1.35 dimensions? Is we're going to measure how much of it spills over into two dimensions. Right? We're going to keep now what we've added is fractional dimensions. So now you can take any animation, which is a typical animation is in two dimensions spread out over time. Time is a fractional dimension in this case. So an animation is not fully three dimensions. It's 2-point-something dimension, right?
Yeah, I see.
If you looked at the animation of the it's not a tessellation, but the 8-cell projection of the cube. See, and I guess you could count sides in this projection. Anyway, you've got me off track. But my point is that in school you'll learn time as an additional dimension, but it's not. It's an additional fractional dimension, which adds a little bit to it. And then you get the complexity of you watch the animation in 2D, your mind projects into 3D. So now you're a fractional 2 dimensions, right? And then you add the time, but you're still in 2 dimensions. Your 2 dimension went from 2.3 to 2.8 because your 2 dimension is showing a 3-dimensional object that's moving.